This judgment is a landmark step towards ensuring transparency, accountability, and protection of fundamental rights in custodial settings. It is important that people understand that even if they are arrested, they have certain rights. Hello viewers, and a warm welcome to this episode of the Indian Lawyer Legal Tips. I'm sure all of you must have been shocked when you read the news that 9 policemen were given death sentence because of the atrocities that they had heaped on 2 people whom they had arrested. The incident took place in 2020 during the pandemic period, and it is believed that the 2, that is Jairaj and Benix, had kept their shop open beyond the 9 p.m. period within which they had to operate. Subsequently, when the matter came up before the court, the matter called CBI versus Sridhar and 9 others, the court found that the police had given misinformation. They had tried to falsify the evidence. They had also tried to remove the evidence that was going against them, and that the police had acted in a very brutal manner while the 2 were in custody, so much so that they caused the death of both the father and the son. The court had asked the CBI to investigate, and after the investigation, when the charge sheet was made and the police was found guilty, the court directed that the 9 policemen would be given death sentence, and they also had to collectively give compensation of rupees 1.4 crore to the family of the deceased. Now, the question that arises before us is, how could the police have acted like this in a country where the laws are very strict about arrest as well as transparency when the entire process of interrogation is concerned? There are 2 very important judgments that the Supreme Court of India had passed and which is being followed across the country. Yet, despite this, how did this incident take place? The first is D.K. Basu versus State of West Bengal, a 1997 judgment in which the court had spoken about custodial deaths and police torture in India, and it was held that custodial torture and deaths violate Article 21, that is the right to life and personal liberty, and the court had laid guidelines for arrest and detention, and also laid down that persons whose rights had been violated were entitled to compensation. The court had also set down certain landmark guidelines on arrest and detention, which you can see on the screen below. Yet, despite this, the police has acted with so much of brutality and without giving the slightest care to the fact that they were breaking the law. Another judgment that came out in 2020, Paramveer Singh Saini versus Baljit Singh, also passed by a special bench, held that CCTV cameras were mandatory in all police stations, and it further held that CCTV cameras must be installed so that they cover the entry, the exit points, the lockups, the interrogation rooms, the corridors, and most importantly, the cameras must have night vision as well as audio. This particular order not only applied to the police but also to central agencies such as the Central Bureau of Investigation, the NIA, the Enforcement Directorate, NCB, the DRI, and even the SFIO. Now, authorities can summon CCTV footage as evidence. But look at the audacity of these policemen. Despite all this, they were so brutal in their interrogation that they killed 2 people. I'm glad that this judgment has come out, because now all policemen and all police stations have to be extremely careful, because the law is going to come down very heavily on how they have to exercise their rights when they are doing interrogation. If you have found this video useful, please share it with others so that people know what are the rights they have if they have been arrested. If you have found this video useful, please like, share and subscribe to our channel, and please also share this video with as many people as you can, because this is very important information that should be available to one and all. Thank you, and till we meet again in the next episode.